G'day folks, how's it going? Hope you're doing well and having a wonderful weekend. My friends, I have to say that there is an old saying that life is too short and you have to try and enjoy life to the full as best you can, especially with your loved ones and family and friends, as I said many times, on stream, off stream, etc. Well, I have to admit though that this came to me as a bit of a difficult news because I had been, sitting back down this afternoon and had been contemplating about this video for quite some time. Late last night, well, before we get into that, you should go check out my hometown of Mount Isa. My hometown of Mount Isa is a beautiful place. I grew up there in the 1980s and it's a wonderful place. I grew up there for 20 odd years. It's been a wonderful place. It's a great country town in the northwest Queensland hemisphere. It is a lovely place and community. It's a lovely mining town. You'll love it. It's a great experience. Honestly, if you want to check out the mines, it's there. At the same time that the community is very nice over there. The people are very lovely, and honestly that I loved my time in Mount Isa. I want to let you know that I have made a lot of friends there, and at the same time that place is where my career began in terms of my job prospects. But it is a lovely place and lovely town and community, and I want to say thank you everyone for the lovely experiences I've had back at home in Mount Isa. So, getting back into the difficult part of this video. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's very hard for me to do this, but I want you to understand that this video is a bit of an emotional moment for me because I've had a text message on my mobile phone that came to me late last night, and it was not good news during my stream, that is. And I was in the middle of playing Helldivers 2 with my friends and we had a great time. But I was briefly looking at the text message from my friend and I looked at it and read it and I tried not to cry. I was very emotional about what I read on there, and I just said to myself that I was very, very heartbroken about the news about what has happened there. And in all seriousness though, I was really, really sad about everything that's happened, and I don't know what to do. And honestly, that the person that I have really loved and admired as a great friend for many, many years, unfortunately, the news hit me and I don't know what to say. I was at loss for words. But you see, the story began basically my friend Robert, or I should say Froshy, my friend. He was appearing on my Twitch and Discord as Jedi Master Frosh. You probably have met him. If you don't, that's okay, don't worry. He's a rare person that comes in every now and then, but when he does show up, he's a very good bloke. Honestly, Froshy, or Robert for short, was in a bit of a tears and very emotional when he reached out to me and let me know that his mum had ovarian cancer. Now, ovarian cancer is very serious. It can be quite deadly, and unfortunately that the news I'm about to bring is not good, and pretty much that I came to terms with it this afternoon after a bit of grieving and sadness, but I'm preparing myself for my friend Robert in this case, and for Diane, his mum, and his family overall, and friends included. It is a bit of a very, very sad moment when I found out that Robert's mother had ovarian cancer, and we thought, it was treatable and everything, and it was going well. And the first time they did it was good, you know, everything went well and everything seemed okay. But unfortunately, this news happened late last night and it broke me into tears. So, this is from Robert's mum, Diane. Well, the final chapter has started. My recent reports and conversation with my doctors show cancer markers very high, and CT scans verify I'm too weak to have another operation. The current chemo for ovarian cancer is ineffective, and trials are not showing any hope for me. I am now currently on chemo tablets and going on to infusion. I am still up and about, but only for short times. I am happy I have the time to get my affairs in order, cull and sort and sell stuff. Robert does not want, which is my friend Froshy. Robert is very sad but accepting, and to be honest with you folks, that is very important. At this point in time, I'm very sad and for Robert, I really am, and I had reached out to him already, but I'll let him respond when he's ready. And same with his mum, Diane. It's good to hear that he is accepting the truth, and it's a very difficult time, as you can imagine. We, with the help from the beautiful Summer, his NDIS coordinator, is looking for a new permanent accommodation for Robert where they can both live for the meantime. Today, Robert is at a Star Wars convention with his friends, and next week he is flying to Perth with friends for more Star Wars. NDIS arranged regular respite for him, whilst carers call in daily to check on his mum, Diane, and Claudius. If you're wondering, that's the cat, by the way, and she's got a beautiful cat, a ginger cat, and Claudius is looking after Diane as we speak. I spent yesterday morning with the Christian community minister, playing her affairs, in like not her affairs, I should say. Sorry, playing her funeral and cremation after blessings. It will be a very small per Robert's request. No one knows when. Final plans are up to God. So much to do. In the meantime, anything you would like, let me know. And there's no room in the basket to take anything with me. That message was very heartbreaking for me to take last night. It was very emotional. I woke up feeling very depressed, and I prayed, and I pretty much grieved a little bit. I was very sad, and I talked to some friends to get it off my chest. So I'm getting this off my chest right now in this video with you all. That I want you to pray for my friends, Robert, Frosh's mum, Diane Deagles. I call her the DD. Sorry, it's, yeah. Diane is a wonderful person, ladies and gentlemen. She is so loving, caring, affectionate, sympathetic, adorable person. And Diane is so cool. I loved her very much. She is like a third mother to me, because when I first moved down here to Brisbane, honestly, I met Robert Frosh thanks to me studying at TAFE, and we randomly caught up at a, where was it? I think it was, we met up at the game arcade. Anyway, you know how game arcade is. you play different games and you meet random people and start chatting at random. Anyway, I became friends with this Robert Frosch guy, and pretty much I met his mum, and between you and me, I actually had a wonderful time getting to know his mother and father. It is a real shame what happened to Robert's father. Robert's father died from dementia, which is really sad to hear. And he also had other medical conditions, but I respect the privacy. I won't, go into that too much detail. But Robert Frosch is a lovely, funny, caring bloke. He's very, very proactive and is very, very caring individual that I really admired and respect a fair bit. Robert and I had been friends for a very long time, and to be honest with you, I have known Robert and Diane for pretty much a very long time. I feel it's like over 15 years now, and in all seriousness though, it's just like, pretty full on, and I'm not gonna lie to you that it has been a huge joyride. But Diane is a very caring person who she is best described as a wonderful Excelsior person. She goes above and beyond to make you feel at home, welcomed, and everything. And, in all seriousness, though, I actually loved that moment and cherished it very, very much. The way I feel about the whole thing about, his mum and Robert in this case was that because I was lonely and I moved away from home and I had no one really to hang out or talk with or anything like that, those two people were the first two people right off the bat who have made my journey here in Brisbane a very memorable experience, and I still love them and cherish them every day. And I speak with them in very high regard. And I see Diane as like a mother to me because when my mum's far away back home in Mount Isa at the time, I did not know anyone that close. And funny thing is that Diane offered to cook meals and offered me an opportunity to come and visit them more often, so I did. But it got a bit too much, and I actually kind of like backed off a little bit and respected their privacy a lot more. But the thing is that over the years and time that I have grown very fond of these two people is that Robert and Diane have been such an inspiration to us all. And the biggest thing about Diane has made me feel like at home is that she has given me a lot of words of wisdom, encouragement, and at the same time that she has guided me through any difficult paths I have faced. And honestly, some of which have worked, some of which didn't work, but at least it helped me get through my situations in life. When they moved to Sydney, and it was a bit of a heartbreaking moment for me because I loved the idea of, seeing them whenever I could. But when they left Brisbane to go to Sydney at the time, because Robert's father was going through dementia issues and that I mentioned earlier. Well, the short version is that, Robert was giving some closure and he had spent time with his father and he got what he wanted. Diane, on the other hand, got the closure that she needed to spend time with her ex-husband. And the best thing that I could say in that experience for them was that they get to say goodbye to a good friend. And that's why I see it. For me, though, when I heard the first news about what happened to Diane about her cancer, I know that I was shocked at first. I didn't know what it was until I obviously Google searched it and had a look. And I was shocked about what it was. And basically that we hoped for the treatments the first time around. As I said, it was working well, everything went okay. and everything seemed okay for a good, period of time. But unfortunately, it came back, and the news that came back, ever since then, the last couple of years, my friend Robert has been dwelling, and I can tell that he is not as happy as he is anymore, and he has been so mentally drained and everything that's going on for him. I want to start off by saying to you in this video, folks, my thoughts and prayers go to Robert Frosch and his mum Diane Eagles, as we are thinking of them in this difficult time. And I just want to acknowledge that it is with great sadness that when we found out the news from Diane, a lot of us, friends across the board and family as well, have come into acceptance, and at the same time that we want to cherish and remember Diane as who she is, or who she was. And that is something that I will never forget. And I love Diane as a wonderful person, human being and everything. And it is so tragic to know that my friend Robert is gonna lose his mum. But it's not over yet. And there's a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel in some ways. Robert has good friends like myself and many others, and as long as we continue to be there for him and his mum, I'm sure that it will ease up the pain and everything that he's going through right now. So Robert, Diane, we are thinking of you, and I'm sending good vibes on behalf of everyone here, and myself included. Our thoughts and prayers go to you both, and my door is always open to you both if you need someone to talk to. And I will miss you very much, Diane, because without a word of a lie, yeah, my would say, want to laugh, it'll be all out hell. I could use a good laugh right now. But both Robert and Diane and myself and many others, we have enjoyed every moment of it. So we'll be thinking of you, and fuck cancer. Fuck cancer. We will fight for a cure and hope that anyone else out there who's going to go through this sort of thing, we pray and hope that we will have the cure to save others. Diane's life has been taken too soon, but there'll be some time for Robert and Diane in the meantime to spend their time together. Please respect their privacy and their best wishes. We'll be thinking of them in the meantime. Thank you.